Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo is back taxiing runway 16 Boulevardy.
We clear to the left. There's been a lot of birds out today, so we'll keep an eye out for that. All clear. Welcome to Boulevardy. Oh, man.
Oh, that's commonplace up in Illinois, man.
Yeah, yeah.
See that everywhere.
Wow. You know, they grow hay out here.
Oh, really?
Yep. When I first came here, one of my first go-arounds here at Boulevardy was a tractor on the runway. It was carrying a round bale and it couldn't see down the runway.
Awesome.
I was like, what the heck? What is that a round bale on the run? Oh. It sure was interesting. All right, your door's closed.
Cool.
Let's get the window, fuel pump mixture, flaps, and trim all set.
Okay, fuel pump mixture, flaps, trim. Okay.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo is departing runway 16, staying in the pattern, Boulevardy.
There you go.
And full power.
All right, engine's in the green. Airspeed's coming alive. Looking out to our end of our runway, just a little bit of back pressure, very slight. Yeah, right there. She'll want to fly. There you go. Don't bring the nose up too fast. Nice takeoff.
And we're coming up on 500, so I'm going to lose my notch of flaps.
Correct.
And we're runway 16, so we're making right traffic, correct?
Correct.
And we're good to make that now?
Yep. Oh, right on that runway center line. I like it. There you go, square off here.
And make my radio call.
Yep.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo, right crosswind runway 16 Boulevardy.
There we go, and we got time to clear the downwind.
Okay.
There, and we can turn downwind.
Okay, turning downwind.
Boulevardy traffic, Skylane 42 Golf, we're 4 miles west. We'll be flying across the field and entering a right downwind for runway 16, Boulevardy.
Skyline, say again, are you east or west of the field?
Come a little to the right.
Okay.
If he flies across the field from the west, he'll be entering a left downwind for 16. So I don't know what the hell he intends to do. You see how we're a little far from the runway here?
Yeah.
We want it a little closer. Let's fly towards the runway slightly.
Okay.
There you go. So bank to the right there. I'll mark your radio call here.
Okay.
Square off here.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 66 Kilo, right downwind 16, Boulevardy.
All right, your beam. Let's go ahead and get that power out.
Power down to 17.
Let's lower this nose slightly.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Okay. And I am in the white arc, so a notch of flaps.
There you go. Concentrate out here.
Block our traffic. This is Skyhawk 24 Alpha Foxtrot. We're about 5 miles to the north.
I thought so. He's to the east of the airport.
Left downwind for runway. Block out.
There you go.
Boulevardy traffic, Skylane 42 Golf. We're crossing over the field to enter right downwind for runway 16, Boulevardy.
There we go. Let's go ahead and turn our base leg.
Block our traffic, runway 6 South Sierra, orbiting the field at 2,500.
And once we're set up here, we'll get flaps, trim, radio call.
Okay. Oh, too much. Okay. Flaps. Trim.
If you need it. Keep that nose a little lower.
The lower K.
Yeah, you're good for your radio call.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo is on the downwind for 16, Boulevardy. Stand by, we're on the right base, 16, Boulevardy.
Oh, my bad.
No sweat. Keep that nose lower. We should never be below 80 out here. And let's turn to the right to line up for the runway. You want to get that turn in early, otherwise you see we overshoot.
Yeah. But my crosswind is also going to be blowing me back a little bit.
Yeah, well, you don't want to rely on that. We want a nice shallow turn on the final. That's okay, we're going to do a go around here, so don't put in that last notch of flaps. Not yet, not yet.
Okay.
No. There we go. So let's get on this center line here. Let's correct for it early on.
Okay.
So come left, and then come right. Nice positive inputs here, and we're on the center. Now hold the nose to the runway. Hold the nose down. There you go. Now pull the power back slightly. There we go. Small inputs. See how they weren't necessary?
Yeah.
There you go. All right, looking real good. We're going to go ahead and go around.
Going around. Full power.
There you go. Hold the nose down. Keep the hand on the throttle.
Boulevardy traffic, Skylane 42 Golf. Right base, runway 16, Boulevardy.
And let's say on the go, 16 Boulevardy.
On the go, 16, Boulevardy.
Oh, you want 346?
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 66 Kilo, on the go, 16, Boulevardy.
My bad.
There you go. Sorry, when I say that, I want you to, of course, still say the tail number.
Boulevardy
like
traffic, Skylane 42 Golf, turning final, runway 16, Boulevardy.
Use the notch of flaps.
There we go. And you can just say 66 Kilo, of course, from now on. That's fine.
And
There
the
you
second.
go. Nice go around.
Block our traffic, runway 6 South Sierra, orbiting the field at 3,000.
All right, let's get a turn to the right going here shortly.
Okay. Turn to the right.
Chesterfield traffic, Bonanza 9744 Yankee, about 10 miles to the southeast of the field. We're inbound for fuel. Full stop, Chesterfield.
So the reason our approach was so wonky like that was because we didn't get leveled off on the downwind soon enough.
Okay.
And because we didn't track parallel. So that we want to fix it early and walk it in closer. So we're nice and perpendicular here. Perfect. We'll clear that downwind. Keep it going. Go ahead and turn now.
Okay.
Keep the turn coming.
Block our traffic.
We want to steepen the turn ever so slightly as we come onto the downwind, right?
We're going to be entering a left, 45 degrees to the left downwind for runway 18.
Keep it coming, keep it coming. There we go, keep going. I'll let you know when to level out. Right about there. All right, go ahead and lower the nose. Pitch, then power, just like that. Nice job. Flying straight ahead here. Power's pretty good. Trim it if you need. You got got a bird up there, 11 o'clock,
yeah,
same altitude, a bunch of birds. We'll just keep an eye on them. Now look at our runway. We're tracking in ever so slightly, so just a little left. Make sure we don't hit the bird, though. Hello.
Damn.
Yep. See this? You're perfectly parallel right here.
Okay.
All right. Now we're a beam.
Okay.
So pull the power out 1700. Just pull it out. There you go. Right about there. We're flying straight.
Okay. And
the
white
wire,
arcs.
there you go.
Bunch of flaps. And trim. I keep on losing it. Got the right direction, I just can't find the knob now.
There we go. Now notice as we slow down, our power kind of creeps down. We want to baby that up to 1700 again. Yep. That's no fault of yours, it's just as we slow down. So go ahead and turn base here.
Okay.
There we go. We'll get a call turning base.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 kilo, turning base for 16, Florida.
There you go.
At least I didn't fuck that one up.
Oh, that was good. Keep it going, though. Keep it going.
Okay.
We want to be slightly crabbed into the runway on base because of the headwind.
Okay.
There you go. So right there, square it off. All right, power's good right where it's at, for now anyway. I want you this flap in there. There you go.
And I'm pretty good for trim.
Can you let go?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, a little bit of nose up trim. There you go, right there. And now we can make a nice shallow turn on the final. We'll make this a full stop landing. Okay?
Stock air traffic, this is Skyhawk 24 Alpha Foxtrot, just about to enter the left downwind for runway 1.
Go ahead and call final.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 346.
Yankee about 5 miles southeast.
Don't step on
We'll be
people.
making left traffic, 16, full stop.
No, don't mess with your power. You had it set right where you wanted it. Right there. Let's go ahead and grab our last notch of flaps.
Oh. Okay.
You're on speed. There we go, left bird. All right. All right, keep an eye on those power lines. We're on speed. We're going to clear the power lines. Tracking right down the runway, right where we want. There we go. Not much input. Now we have the runway made. Power comes to idle. There you go. Nose drops ever so slightly. Now slowly and smoothly pull the nose up. Pull it up. There you go. Now just wait. Don't let it settle like that. You got to keep it coming back, right?
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So we go ahead and drop the flaps.
Okay. Flaps down.
It'll be a full stop, and we'll taxi back. Cool. Not bad. You just can't wait on that. You got to keep coming back. You got to keep that nose off. We'll just don't worry about making a turn off here. We're going to taxi back on the runway.
Okay.
There you go. All right. So, see how stable that final was?
Yeah.
You don't have to change things like your power there. That's our goal. Just leave it where it's at. Remember, you're going to add in that notch of flaps. That's going to bring you up just a little bit. And if you keep your nose down, you'll keep your speed. So let's go ahead and get a call back taxi 16.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 kilo, back taxi 16, Boulevardy.
Nice. Getting better and better at those radio calls.
A little annoyed with myself on calling downwind instead of base, but
hey,
let it roll
we've
off.
all made those mistakes. I've called this place DeLand. That's in Florida. There we go. Now for the flare, the timing of when you pulled the power and how you lowered the nose was perfect.
Okay.
We even started pitching at the perfect rate. But what we did is we pulled a little too long and it started to float. And we didn't wait. We didn't hold it.
What do you mean? What do you mean pulled a little long?
So when we pull for the flare, right? If we keep pulling and we have a little too much excess airspeed, we'll kind of balloon up, right?
Okay.
So
gotcha.
sometimes, you can't really control that excess airspeed. It's going to be there. So what we just have to do is not continue pulling. Is just sit there and wait. And then once it starts to settle, then you pull back again and you catch it.
Okay.
That way you don't just slam back down to the ground.
Gotcha.
And, I mean, the timing with which you pulled the power and the rate at which you lowered the nose and then began that pull-up, that's what I want to see every time.
Okay.
That centerline maintenance that we had there with that nice shallow turn on the entry, nice. Repeat that. When we were a beam, like, all that was good timing, real good timing. Notice how we had to crab in to be at that perfect point.
Right.
I want you referencing that runway to make sure that you stay on that good glide path.
Okay.
That's why we base all our maneuvers off the runway. How'd that feel for you?
It felt a little bit cleaner.
It certainly looked cleaner. It certainly looked cleaner.
Up until right touchdown, or just before touchdown, but...
Well, hey, we got a while. We can clean those up.
Yep.
There we go. We're still configured. Let's go ahead and get the critical items, fuel pump mixture, flaps, and trim.
Okay, yeah.
That's set. Get the flaps here.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
So for that, for back taxiing down 1.6, should I have leaned it for that? Or is it just not long enough that it would have mattered?
Probably could have. We'll try to do that on the next one. It's not too big of a concern at the moment.
Okay.
Go ahead and close your door.
Thank you.
It's locked. All right, we're good to go. Let's make our call.
Okay.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo is departing runway 16 and staying in the pattern, Boulevardy.
There you go.
And full power. Right rudder, a little bit.
Here's a tip. We've got a slight left crosswind.
Okay.
Bank slightly into that crosswind.
Okay.
As we take off, you want to have the right wing raised first. We're keeping that back pressure just like you do. There you go, just like that, just like that. And now level out so you can crab into the wind ever so slightly.
Okay.
Ever so slightly, just like you're doing. There you go. Lower that nose a little more. Let's get to VY. I'm at about nose in the horizon. There you go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Just keep pushing this.
And coming up on 500.
Are we hands off at the moment?
No.
Yeah. You've got time there. You can trim up for that. But we'll go ahead and do that on our crosswind.
Okay.
You know, careful how much this nose raises up in the crosswind. That's certainly a power on stall scenario, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right, right about there is parallel.
Okay.
Perpendicular, rather. Careful not to turn away as you crank in the trim. There we go. Don't extend this crosswind too far. Let's turn the downwind. If we go too far and the engine quits, we might not be able to make it back to the runway. That wouldn't be fun. I mean, we've got nice fields to our front.
Yeah.
But I don't know about you, but I don't want to take the plane off of one of those fields.
I'd rather not.
Yeah. There you go. We came a little far, so let's grab to the right.
545.
Small correction,
runway 17,
and we'll take it out once we're parallel. All right, so you're noting the distance to the runway here. Let's turn to be parallel here.
Okay.
Almost to pattern altitude. And you're there. Let's get a downwind call as you level off.
Castroville, November 49250, 5 miles out.
Okay.
Going into a left base for runway 16.
There we go.
Okay, parallel.
Horse Bay traffic, Bonanza, 77 Hotel Charlie's, 9 miles east.
Right there.
We'll
That's
be
good.
landing 17, Horse Bay.
And in the wide arc, one notch.
There you go. Careful, we're crabbing a little close to the runway here, so let's come a little left.
Our traffic, 6 Alpha Sierra, 5 miles east of field at 2,500, maneuvering.
There you go.
Okay. And probably about there.
All right, let's do it. you go. Watch the snows creep up to the runway here. You want it, or to the horizon. You want it to be at the same distance the whole way through the turn. Maintain speed.
Castroville traffic. November 49250, 3 miles out. We'll be joining the upwind, the downwind left,
nice and shallow.
45 degree, Castroville.
Let's get a final call.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 is on final for 16 Boulevardy.
There you go. We'll get our last notch of flaps here. All right, so see how short that base was?
Yep.
Yep, that's because we kept crabbing in when we should have corrected back to the left to fly parallel. That gives you enough time to do stuff, right?
Yep.
And now we're a little less stable because of it. Let's get some trim in here. There we go, nose up. Are we hands off?
Hands off.
Pretty good.
You all the traffic, good afternoon. Twin Cessna 340
Sierra Juliet,
14 miles
just like
to
a twist
the
or two.
northeast, descending through 5,400. We're going to do a left base for runway 15, Uvalde.
Nose up ever so slightly, clear the power lines. Here we go. Power can come out. Maintain the center line as we flare. There you go. A little late on the flare. Don't pull too much. Now pull. There you go. See how if you hadn't pulled, we'd have come down hard. Cool. All right. So let's chop the flaps. And we'll hop on the brakes. There you go. And this guy
is going.
So yeah, let's clear the runway for him.
Okay.
Alrighty then. All right, we'll call clear of 16.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo is clear of 16 Boulevardy.
Keep going, because we're not past the whole short line yet. Yeah. There you go. Just so you know, on your check ride, if you do that, you call your clear and you're not, and you stop on the line, that's pretty much an automatic failure right there. So don't do that.
Okay, flaps clean.
All right. So, yep. Fuel pump mixture flaps and trim.
We're going to taxi, so we'll get mixture out.
Fuel pump off.
Fuel pump off.
That's good. Mixture. Cool. Good trim. Cool. All right. So while he's doing his thing, this guy's been wonderful to work with in the pattern. He's such a... Oh, I'm being a little facetious here.
Yeah. He was the one that cut us off the other day.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, for that pattern, it started on the downwind. See how we flew the crosswind a little too long, so we had to make that correction, which means we should have turned back in. We had to do all that extra stuff.
Right.
We didn't have time for a radio call. And because of that, we were still kind of cutting in. Which, you know,
we're going to
we did the descent stuff all right. You turned, the timing of the turn was good, but it made our base leg short.
Gotcha.
So we would have had to have sped up our stuff there, maybe put in some flaps or make the radio call early to get stuff in. So you can see how something so small down here is flying a few seconds too long can affect you all the way down here.
Right.
So that's why we want to, clean up the whole pattern.
Gotcha.
Let's see here. Your let's see. The flare, a little like the power pull was good. But you started that pull a little late, so it had to be a bit aggressive, so it didn't hit the ground, right?
Right.
Because of that, we ballooned slightly, and then you had to catch it. So if we just started just a little bit sooner, and nice and smooth, everything else on that was nice. Center line was nice.
Okay.
So let's do it again.
Okay.
Another one. This is where you earn your mashed potatoes, man. Loop after loop in the pattern. And let's see, that was 2.
That was 2.
2 and a go around. I like the decision on your turn from downwind to base. I could tell you're looking at the runway and making that, okay, let's turn here so I'm not too far out. That call. That's what you need to make.
Verde traffic, Skylane 42 Golf. We're departing runway 16. We'll be departing straight out to the south.
There we go, and there he goes. So you can see, even today with maybe a few knot left crosswind, we don't have to put in much crosswind correction, barely any. Just a hint of it, just to stay on center line. There he goes. All right, we're good to back taxi.
Cool. All right.
Let's make a radio call, though, of course.
Verde traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo is back taxiing on 16, Verde.
Clear left, clear to the right. How do the halos feel?
They feel fantastic, actually.
Oh, excellent. Better than have something squeezing your head, isn't it?
Yeah, I was a little worried because I'm not typically a fan of in-ear stuff, but
yeah,
it's working out pretty well.
Excellent. I just think it's a little, like, it keeps your ears cool, right?
Yeah.
You know,
that's what I was thinking, like flying in South Texas, those things have got to get hot in the summer, having the big clamps on. So I figure money well spent.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think about it, your ears are like big old radiators, right?
Yep.
And if they're cool, your head's cool. And if your head's cool, you're cool. You're a cool pilot. You fly cool patterns. All right, we'll get fuel pump mixture flaps and trim. Once we're all squared up here, radio call, and we'll be good to depart. Doors closed.
Door closed. Mixture full rich. Fuel pump on. Flaps at 1 notch. Let's double check the trim.
There you go. So,
okay, cool.
Hold here a second.
Okay.
So, in regards to left crosswind, now, once we get up to speed, we need very little. But as we're slow, we need a lot of crosswind correction. So I want you to get in the habit. If you see a crosswind up there, bank into it.
Okay.
And then as we accelerate, take it out.
Okay.
Just, you know, to where there's a little tiny bit.
Okay, so should I just start off with full then?
Exactly.
Okay,
yep.
Gotcha. All right.
Verde traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilos, departing runway 16, staying in the pattern, Verde.
Okay, and let's go.
There you go. All right, as you accelerate, you can work out those ailerons. There you go. To where just like last time, the right wing comes off ever so slightly before the left wing. There you go, just keep using those rudders. A little touch of right, fly. There you go. Racing the bird. There you go. On takeoff, especially in kilo, it's a balance of keeping the nose high to climb and keeping the nose down low to gain speed so you can climb. So working that balance is pretty good.
Coming up on 500.
Lockout traffic 24 Alpha Foxtrot, now turning left downwind for runway 18. We'll do a full stop this time, lockout.
It sounded Irish. I did not sound Irish.
Nice try though.
About as good as it's going to get. Let's go ahead and turn our crosswind here.
Alright.
We got those buzzards up to our front. We don't want to fly in their thermal. What is it? Share the skies, you know? Share the road, whatever. Alright, so coming up almost here. You want to square off.
Okay.
Don't keep going too far. We'll get blown onto, you know, we'll get blown this way and we'll have a shorter downwind than we want. Right about there. Go ahead and start turning your downwind here. There you go.
Castroville traffic, Cessna 49250, runway 16, Castroville.
Castroville. Right about there. There you go. Go ahead and get a radio call and downwind.
Lockhart traffic 2 for Alpha Foxtrot, now turning left, base for runway 18, full stop Lockhart.
Full Verde traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo is right downwind for 16 Full Verde.
There you go. All right, now we're almost to pattern altitude. We can pull back ever so slightly, get it to altitude. And while we do this, we make sure we maintain a heading because you're tracking parallel like really good. Maybe a slight left correction.
Traffic, Cessna 49250, left crosswind, runway 16, Castroville.
And Lockhart traffic, Alma 96, Eagle UH-6 helicopter 1,500, 5 miles to the east of the field, transitioning to the southwest.
Once you're done with that, it'll be time to pull the power out.
Lockhart traffic 2 for Alpha Foxtrot, now turning final for runway 18, full stop Lockhart.
God, that man is right off the boat.
In the wide arc.
There you go. Yeah. Careful, you made that correction. Don't let it go away. Bring the nose back to the left. Otherwise, we'll have one hell of a short base. There you go. Also manage your power.
Traffic, Cessna 49250 on a downwind
just
left,
a twist of power to the right. It'll be good to turn base. There you go. Just do what looks good to you. Flaps and trim.
Okay. Flaps. And...
not too early. Wait. Clear final. Now we can turn it. Nice and shallow. Very shallow. Not so steep. Shallow. Left bank. There you go. Alright. Now an easy time. Small adjustments on the final. Your speed is on the money. We'll just need that last notch of flaps and trim. There we go. We've come a little left to center line, so a small correction to the right. There you go. Use that rudder to keep the nose pointed at the runway. There you go. Not too much though, not too much, very little. Don't let it go off to the left there. There you go. Now power's coming out. And very easily and smoothly, bring that nose back up to the horizon and past it. Not so high. Wait. Now pull back. Yeah, pull back. There you go. That's why I said pull back. There you go. So we pulled a little too quickly there, which is why we leveled off high. Yeah. Don't worry. If I didn't scream in terror, it's a good landing. Good pattern. Good pattern. Good final. We gotta just make sure we get that center line set. That the last maybe 100 feet before the flare was nice. I like that. We'll go to the tapes on that one. Oh, get your door.
Full Verde traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo is back taxiing runway 16 Full Verde.
There you go. Getting stuff done. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm noticing that I'm less, how do they phrase it, behind the plane than I have been in the past.
Exactly. It's all about giving yourself enough room.
I don't know that I'm quite in front of it yet. Just here. In the moment, I guess.
Well, let's talk about it as we taxi back here. You know, as you're on crosswind, think, okay, how far am I going to extend here? You know, am I climbing fast enough? Where am I going to be on the downwind? When you're on the downwind, think, okay, am I level? Am I parallel? Am I far enough from the runway? How long am I going to be on base? When you're on base, think, okay, am I configured? Are my flaps in? You know, when should I be turning final? Am I on glide path? And when you're on final, think, okay, how am I setting myself up for the flare? Am I low? Am I high? Am I going to need power? Is this power going to, you know, make me rise up or be fast or stuff like that? So you shouldn't race through these sorts of thoughts. You should maybe think through them at that pace.
Okay.
Did the flare feel slower though as we entered it?
It felt cleaner, just high.
Exactly, just high because we pulled a little too quick. The timing was right, we were just too high, or too quick on the pull. One last blast of fresh air. Lucky on my side, in Cessna's, both doors can be open, but
yeah.
Oh well.
Next year, fuel pumps, flaps, and trim.
There you go.
There you go.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 kilos, departing runway 16 and staying in the pattern, Boulevardy.
There you go. Let's get a slight left crosswind in there.
Oh, yep.
There you go. There you go. There you go. The trick is to keep your center line aligned with the runway. Otherwise, once you lift off, you'll track off to the side. In any case, nice takeoff. See this field just below us here, in front of the wing, with all the cedar trees in it?
Yep.
If we had to, that'd probably be one of our better options.
Really?
Yep. Even though the cedar trees are there, they, you know, better them to act as a cushion than
Castroville traffic,
light poles and
November
kids
49250 on left base, runway 16, Castroville traffic.
So if that had to happen, we'd, you know, immediately drop the nose and plan to flare to land in that field there. Careful on the turn, too much here. See how the wing is pointing at the wind. The wing is pointing at the runway here. We want it out in front of the runway.
Oh, that's
there you
sad.
go. So there you go. Get in a correction. There you go.
And we need to turn now.
There you go.
Castroville traffic, November 49250 on final runway 16. Castroville traffic.
In Garner Field FBO, this is Eclipse Ship 173 Papa Delta, over.
See how we're a little far?
Uh-huh.
Just a little correction to the
Hey,
right.
just want to check and see if we got our Enterprise rent-a-car waiting for us.
Alright, roll out.
Hey, we'll see you in about 5 minutes. Thanks, sir. Do they have for me too?
Castroville traffic, Aero 3 Diego Golf departing the field to the west. Final call, Castroville traffic.
Eye on the runway. We had a correction in and we took it out. Let's get back parallel with it. There you go. Right there.
And no.
Yeah,
let's lose it.
Probably wanted to lose it about
10
seconds ago, but that's okay. We'll just work it from here.
And I'm in the white arc. One bunch of flaps. Trim.
We're a little far, which means you might want to turn base just a tad early.
Okay.
There you go. See if somehow you're just a little off. We can make corrections, not necessarily by changing our power or pitch or anything, but just by our timing.
Orbiting the field at 2,500, Lockhart.
Let's keep this nose down slightly. We want just to be a little bit faster.
A little bit faster, okay.
Don't change your power.
Traffic, traffic maneuvering.
Let's get this next notch of flaps.
Castro traffic.
Directly over the numbers of 3-6 south in the field.
41 Juliet, roger. Cherokee 41 Juliet is approximately 8 miles to the north-northwest at 2,200, making a slow descent for the traffic pattern altitude for a long final runway 18, Lockhart.
Listen before you transmit, folks. Cherokee 66 Kilo turning right base 16, Boulevardy.
There we go. Love getting out people. And as we turn final, let's pull the power out just a little bit. There you go. Light in our last notch of flaps. There we go, looking pretty good. A little steeper approach than we've done last time, but that's okay. Our power's a little less. Speed's pretty close. Let's get a little bit of left bank in there. Remember, just a touch, just a touch. Make small little proactive corrections to stay on the center line. Yeah. There you go. And we're hand on the throttle. Power's coming back to idle. There you go. Oh, small corrections. There you go. Don't drop it down. You gotta hold it off, right? You gotta hold it off as long as you can. There you go. That was all you, man.
Not so pretty, though.
Not so pretty, but hey, I didn't scream in terror, right? I didn't jump for the controls. We can clean that up, right? We can clean that up. God, I think I shut everybody up. Don't hear nobody. I didn't sound mean, did I? Did I intend to? Seriously though, people do not listen before they transmit. They're what? In the intermediate area? Let's continue back taxi here.
Let me make a call first.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo is back taxiing runway 16, Boulevardy.
There you go. I frequently hear maybe about 8 different airports on this frequency at once, and you know, shoot, man, you got to listen. All right, as we back taxi here, we've got our fuel pump on. Let's go ahead and swap to the other tank.
Okay.
I've got 502. We departed
at the right tank.
All right, we left at whatchamajigger 420. Cool. So let me ask you this: we've got a left quartering tailwind. How where should our controls be? Have you heard this before?
I don't think we have.
Oh, should have discussed this sooner. Sorry, I haven't. Anyway, the rule of thumb is that we dive away from a quartering tailwind.
Okay.
Climb into quartering headwinds.
Okay.
So we've got a quartering tailwind right now. We'll dive away from it.
Okay.
Once we turn into it, it'll be a quartering headwind, right?
Right.
So we're going to climb into it.
Okay.
If we're into it, that means our crosswind correction is there, right?
Right.
So if we just taxi like this, you know, we're all set. So we'll want to actively make these corrections, especially in gustier conditions. If it's calm,
right?
Not that that would tell me whether or not it's calm, but if it was calm, yeah. I mean, shoot, it's tough to tell what is a headwind or what's a tailwind when it's calm. But
right.
When there's headwind there, it shows an examiner and it shows me that you're thinking of the winds and all sorts of stuff as you taxi. Goes Mark. I love just waving at people. All right, your door is closed. Fuel pump makes your flaps dry.
Fuel pump's already on. flaps. And we're set.
All
cool.
right.
So.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 kilos, departing runway 16 and staying in the pattern, Boulevardy.
There you go.
Okay, and let's go.
Keep that hand on that throttle. There you go. Alright, don't lift off quite too soon, but nice job keeping the weight off the nose wheel. There you go. Nice takeoffs. People, I don't think, put enough emphasis on takeoffs. You know, if you're carrying a new passenger, that's their first thing. That's your first impression.
Right.
If you've got a rickety-rackety old takeoff, you know, people are jumpy. But, you know, if it's nice and smooth, they think, oh, cool, you know, I'm flying.
Blackhawk traffic, Cherokee 41 Juliet is approximately 5 miles north of the field at 2,300, depending on traffic pattern.
We got the MD-11
for
up there.
a long final runway 18 Lockhart. Anybody else in the area, please advise. Julia, roger, I'll key up when I go a little closer.
Castro traffic, November 49250 on left base, left upwind, runway 16, November 49250.
Left upwind? I guess that could make sense. Alright, don't go too far, square off here. See how perfect that is? Yep. That's where you want it.
Okay.
There you go, climb out's good, sun's in the face. Whee! That must be right. We can clear the downwind and we can turn on to it. We got plenty of time. You can make a call turning downwind as you're in the turn, and that'll help save time on the downwind if you like.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 kilo is downwind, runway 16, Boulevardy.
There you go. Now we can look up here, we can look down here, thinking, oh, we might be coming a little far. Small correction in. Let's just not forget to take it out. Square off there. Looking real good. You're on your altitude. There you go. Hands off. Cool. Now we look to the runway. We're almost parallel. This is where you want to be, man. Right here. Boom.
So we're going to lose that power.
Yep, careful not to let the nose rise. We're about 100 feet high right now.
Any other aircraft in the pattern, please
Uvalde traffic, King Air 1 Kilo Charlie is 10 miles to the east. We're going to be entering a left base for 15 Uvalde traffic.
Okay, Lockhart traffic, Cherokee 41 Julia, it's on a 3 mile long final runway 18 Lockhart.
Light touch, light touch. There you go. We got our flaps in, we got our trim in. Land right about. Now check this out. We want to be about right here.
Okay.
Maybe that was a little too much.
November 49250
about right there. Let's go ahead and turn our base.
Okay.
There you
base
go.
to runway 16.
What happens is as you reduce the power, that left turning tendency goes away.
Gotcha.
And you're not correcting with the rudder or anything. The nose is just coming to the right. So that's bringing us a little too close. There you go. Maybe a little more into the runway.
Okay.
Just a little more.
Castro traffic, November 49250 on
That's
final
good.
approach runway 16. November 4, Castro
trim.
traffic.
And radio call.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 kilo is right base for 16, Boulevardy.
There you go. Maybe a little baby on the power. Just a smidge, maybe 100 RPM, a little more. There you go, just a little. Right there. Let's grab our next notch of flaps. There you go. Look at this, look at this. How's your trim?
I'm giving a little bit of back.
There you go. You can fix that. Yeah, bring it up. Bring that nose up.
Oh, even more.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go, just at about 70. That's right where we want it. Maybe a
touchdown.
Maybe a touch of power. Just a touch of power. There you go. Keep an eye on those balls. Maybe the second pair of lights. Maybe a touch more of power. There you go.
Oh.
Go, keeping that nose down. You've got the runway made. Power's coming out. Keep the nose down. And now, very slowly, look to the end of the runway. Pull it up. Wait. See if you'd have held it, it'd have settled down nicely. That was a good rate. That was a good rate. Like, yes, do that next time. Do that next time.
Yeah, the looking at the end of the runway, I wasn't doing that until you called it, and I think that helped quite a bit.
That helps. That helps with the rate at which you flare. Now, now notice how we thought we were floating, so we kind of pushed forward a bit, or just released it. That let us settle. If we'd have held it and waited, we'd have floated down nicely like a little butterfly. All right. Let's back taxi one more time. Let's see here. I got 510.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo is back taxiing runway 16 Boulevardy.
Cool. We're booked till 6:30, but I don't want to run you more than an hour in the pattern. I think that's about good. We've already done what, I think 6 landings.
What's that, 6? I think that was 5. My count off?
I think it was 6.
Okay.
No, you're right. I think it was 5, and we did the go around.
Yeah, that's
right. All right, so this next one will be 6. All right. All right, all right. So you see, even with the windsock dancing around a little bit, you don't need much correction. All the corrections you make should be prompt, just to keep the picture the same. That setup you had there, that was nice. And just small corrections in power, just like you did to maintain the glide slope. We got a little slow there, I'd say. We didn't have maybe a little touch more power than we wanted, but still, we're around 70 miles an hour. I want maybe 75 or so. And then everything else on that was just the way you want it.
So I've been noticing, and I can't figure out what it is, but as we get lower in altitude, I'm catching like the surface winds. Is there a normal behavior to what those will typically do, or is it just...
You just, as you come down, you catch the winds. What I would expect here is once you see those trees just past the power lines there, once you get over those trees, expect a few bumps. Just get ready to react to them just to keep the nose aligned with the runway.
Okay.
And when you react to them, be sure to use the rudder too. Other than that, just keep flying the airplane in the flare. I mean, don't make big corrections, but just small little prompt corrections so that you can, keep it on the center line.
Okay.
And if you let those little burbles up there early on throw you off, they'll mess you up down in the flare too.
Okay. Mixture, trim, wrong way.
There you go.
Okay.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo is departing runway 16 and staying in the pattern with Boulevardy.
Alright, let's try and make this one as smooth as possible, the whole pattern. Light touches. There you go, we got a good headwind and some birds there on the runway. Crazy little idiots. There you go. Like a marathon, it's like pacing ourselves. We just gotta wait and be patient.
Okay, 500. Launch flaps. Turn our crosswind. Make our call.
16, Castroville Tower. Castroville.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, looking good there. Square off. Cool. Let's go ahead and make a call on the cross.
Turning south, Hawk 0, turning final, runway 19, set to go, burn.
And right about here.
Yeah, you can just say turning downwind.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo, turning downwind to 1 Boulevardy.
There you go. All right, so a tip for staying parallel. Once you're here, what you've got is probably going to keep you right about parallel, I'll say.
Okay.
We'll see. As you level off, pick a point far away on the horizon. Using that point will keep you parallel. That point changes depending on the winds, and the runway, and the airports, and everything. Right. But
traffic.
You know, hey, it's a good way to stay in the same, heading in the same runway. That's right. Just about
traffic, Skywagon, November 5, November, 2 miles southwest for a left downwind 17 Horseshoe Bay.
Let's get the nose down. You're ready to pull the power out. Probably about now, actually.
Okay.
So as soon as we get there. There we go. Power's good. Keep the nose down. Right about there. All right, where you got it.
And we're in the white arc.
All right.
And trim. Oh, too much.
Go. Hands off. And a little nose up. Careful with the bank here. Get it back out. There you go. Let's lower the nose to about there. All right, now let's look. Yep, we'll keep going just a bit here.
Okay. And probably about now.
Go for it. Careful on this nose rising. Lower the nose. Okay. Check out what your speed is right now. It's below 80. There you go. I want the same distance below the horizon throughout the descent. Just set it one time once you're abeam. That's it.
Launch flaps.
There you go. Get the radio call.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo is right base for 16 Boulevardy.
5 November, left downwind 17 Horseshoe.
There you go.
Let's turn it.
Yeah, nice and shallow. Let the runway come to you. And keep the nose down as you make those corrections. Go ahead and get our flaps in. There we go. I'll leave your power right where it's at. Are you trimmed up?
Nope, not yet.
Almost there.
Almost.
There you go. Now look at those power lines. Wait for them. It's like a showdown at high noon. Wait and see what they do. I think they're coming up to the runway ever so slightly. We're a little slow anyway, so we want some power. So let's get some power in there. There you go, a few twists of power. Let's get some more in there. Right about there. Come a little to the left, or right rather, I'm sorry. Nice job, track that center line. There's those bumps, we anticipate those, keep the nose down. Power's coming out, we have the runway made. Now all nice and slow here, let it descend. A little too much there, pull back, there you go. Not too high, wait, lower the nose. Now pull back, yeah. Yeah, I'll take it.
A little hard.
A little hard, that's because we pulled a little too soon. What happened is, we let the nose drop a little too far, and because of that, you said, oh shit, I better pull back. So you pulled back. And
too dramatic.
Yep, we floated. So that's okay. And we'll pull off to the end there.
Yep.
All right.
And I can lose the fuel pump. Ooh, that feels good.
There we go. I need like a scoop. Oh, clear 16.
Boulevardy traffic, Cherokee 3466 Kilo is clear of 16.
Good flying, man. Good flying.
Fun day.